Fred Roggin right now on the Alliance to XFL show, just bringing back some of the memories from back in 2001. But you guys have a team out in Los Angeles, the Wildcats. Are they embracing it like any other football team, or is just something like, you know what, hey, it's football, we'll see, we'll give it a shot, or no, not really?
Well, I think understanding the Los Angeles market, I mean, you have a team that went to the Super Bowl last year, the Rams,
right,
and they truly don't have much traction. The Chargers are one of the best teams in the AFC, and they don't have a lot of tractions.
Mm-hmm.
After football left Los Angeles years ago, the market became basketball, baseball, or baseball, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the two brands that stand out here are the Dodgers and the Lakers. The XFL, if anybody believes that Los Angeles is going to embrace the XFL as if it was an NFL team, they're smoking crack. That's not going to happen. But what it can do here, and the sense I got after seeing the team names, they can build a very unique fan base that can support the league. A lot of the stuff the XFL did the first time around was right, and it was good. It was just too soon. This time, if they think they're going to compete with NFL fans, I believe that is a fail. What they should do, and given the team names, they're like gamers. It's like video game generation. Compete for those fans, young fans, or families that want to go to sporting events but really can't afford them in a market like this. Go and make this a giant party. And if they make it a giant party and everything surrounded is a lot of fun, the football is a bonus. I told the Chargers when they moved here, if you promote NFL football, that will fail. If you promote we're having a giant party and there's a football game at the party, that will succeed. I would make that same recommendation, and by the way, I did, to the XFL. Promote this as more fun than you're ever going to have in your life. And we also play football, and let people get used to it in that way.
Excellent. Hey, we're talking with Fred Roggin right now here on the Alliance to XFL show on the In the Zone Network. Hey, Fred, you just mentioned about the fun aspect. Do you believe that the XFL, this new incarnation, can succeed if they, not just with the fun aspect, but with the football aspect?
No.
No.
I don't. I think this is what they have to do, and I have this argument with my radio partner, Rodney Peete, all the time. Rodney played at USC. He was a quarterback in the NFL for the Lions and the Eagles, to mention a few of the teams. And we have this debate all the time. And my point is this. I know they're considering different rules for the XFL.
Right.
The crazier, the better. At one point, they said they were going to put all 22 against 22 in overtime. We're just going to flood the field with players and let them run into each other. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Another suggestion, we'll have moving goalposts when you try to kick a field goal. Love that as well.
Wow.
If you think, I believe, if you think you're going to play serious football and compete with the NFL, you're crazy. And the sense always is, there's an appetite for football 12 months a year. No, I think there's an appetite for entertainment 12 months a year. And if the XFL can implement rules, and I know Oliver Luck is looking at a lot of possibilities, if he can implement rules that make it unique and different and fun and catchy, I think it succeeds. I think if they want to play NFL football, it will not succeed.
I agree with that. I think that at this point they have to dare to be different. And I don't even think at this point, Fred, that they want to do anything that's tied with the NFL, you know what I mean? As in, being the same type of game, or even in the matter of fact is saying that, hey, we're not trying to compete with the NFL. They have actually said that. And that is the biggest thing. And you said the crazier it is, the better. But doesn't that seem like more of a gimmick than it does being real football if you want to be crazier?
Well, but you have to define what the objective is. Are you playing real football, or are you creating something you hope will succeed?
Gotcha.
They have gaming leagues now. NBA teams sponsor gamers. Think about this. They pay for gamers to play video games.
Right.
That's certainly not considered real basketball. But those teams are in. NFL owners own gaming teams.
That's right.
These are kids playing video games. That's not considered real football, but they're all in. So what are you trying to do? What's the objective? Yes, you have to sell the XFL because they are playing football. But in today's world, you have to be so unique and so different that you stand out. And maybe you don't get that NFL crowd. Maybe ultimately you don't get it. Maybe you don't need it. And maybe you don't want it. You're creating now an entertainment vehicle because all sports are entertainment. The guys that play wouldn't agree because they're sacrificing and committing their bodies to it.
Exactly.
But people who don't go to sporting events because it's life and death, it's entertainment. And what they're doing here, Vince McMahon, the XFL, they're creating a new entertainment vehicle. Football is being used. Okay, so let's create a brand of football in a very entertaining way that might attract an entirely different audience that even ever watched an NFL game.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it because, as you know, that Vince put together Alpha Entertainment just solidified for the XFL. And so, like you said, entertainment is something that it's going to be needed 12 months out of the year instead of the football vehicle that everybody thinks that's what needed a whole year round. But that's the key thing here is the entertainment factor. And real quick, Fred, before you go, are you going to try to get yourself involved with the XFL in some manner, maybe locally or, maybe, on a national level?
Well, certainly locally we'll cover the team on NBC. But as far as the broadcast partners go, NBC is not one of them this time.
Right.
So I don't think they would use me on a national level. But locally we'll cover the team, and if there are compelling, fun stories, we'll do them. But in Los Angeles, you have to fight for your position in the market. If they do a good job of marketing, if they create an entertaining and fun product, we'll be all over it. If it doesn't go that way, and I'm being very honest, we'll probably ignore it because that's the way big markets work. You got to fight for your spot. We've got two of everything here. 2 baseball teams, 2 football teams, 2 hockey teams, 2 basketball teams, 2 MLS teams. We've got 2 major universities here. The XFL has to be different. If they do that, they will succeed, and we will be all over it.